All right. Good morning, everybody. Yesterday, I took my son, Tanner, he's a little 2-year-old guy, and it was just some daddy-son time, and we went to the mall yesterday. And if any of you guys have been to the mall recently, you'll know that it's transforming into a little Christmas wonderland. I don't know if any of you guys been to the mall recently. Maybe some of you. Well, it's time. It's November, and they don't waste any time on getting Christmas decorations up. So it's there, and whether you like it or not, it's coming. Okay. And some of you, I know I've seen things online of people. Some people welcome it very gladly. They love hearing Christmas music. They would listen to it in July if it was socially acceptable. Some of you guys are those people. Some of you maybe not so much. Whether we like it or not, Christmas is coming. And as I saw that and I was thinking about Christmas, I was in preparation for my message today. I was thinking about the part of the Christmas story where the shepherds get a visit from an angel, and the angel is telling them about the birth of Jesus. And there's a part in that story where it says the angels and an angelic host of angels, they say a few things. They say peace on earth and goodwill toward man. And today we're talking about this idea of peace on earth. What does it look like to have peace on earth? Wouldn't it be lovely to have peace on earth? And I was just thinking, as this week there is some hard things that happen in our country. There was a shooting in California. It seems like a while ago to me already, but there was the midterm elections. And if you want to talk about peace on earth and hostility, I don't know how many commercials I saw of one way and then the other commercial attacking the other way. So we know that we live in a world where there's an absence of peace. There is this absence of peace in our world. And not only just in our world, but if we look at our own lives, I'm sure that we can all relate to, we can have some battles of anxiety within ourselves, and we can have a lack of peace with ourselves. And I know for me, there's a lot of uncertainty. Well, I wouldn't say uncertainty in my life, but there's some things that I can't control. Just like all of us, there's things we can't control in our lives. And maybe if you saw, my wife posted this week on Facebook, if you're friends with her, you can see that we're expecting another little one. And so that's cool. We're really excited about that. And we're grateful, really excited about that. But with that, as a dad, and I think as a mom, I'm assuming Leisha sometimes worries about this too, but there's a lot of unknowns. There's like the health of Leisha, the health of the new little one. There's things that I can't control, and that gives me sometimes some anxiety, a lack of peace. And as Steve was just sharing this announcement about there's some potential big changes in our church. And I'm very excited about those potential changes. I think it's a great direction. I'm excited about it. But even good change, there's an element of uncertainty and knowing what the future is going to bring. So change is coming in my life, and that can create an absence of peace. And I think if we're all honest, in all of our lives, there's things that bring about an absence of peace. If looking at some studies and some statistics, I found out that in just the USA, between an adolescents 13 to 18, about 25% in that range struggle with anxiety disorders that are diagnosed. In adults 18 and up, in our country it's about 18% of people are diagnosed with different anxiety issues. So there's no shortage of anxiety and a lack of peace. And the passage that we're looking at today is in Philippians chapter 4. If you want to turn your Bibles there or get it on your phone, Philippians chapter 4, verses 4 through 7. And in this story, in this passage that we're looking at, it talks about this idea of how can we have peace in this world that is filled with a lot of uncertainty. How can we have peace? And my hope for us today is that we can look at this story, we can look in this passage, and that we can find some answers. And thankfully there are answers in this passage.